we have autumn books for your TBR. Hello and welcome to another bookish video from me, Johanna, me, my dog and books. Today I'm coming to you, or Lucy is. She's sniffing down my... Hi Lucy, you saying hello to everyone? Today we have autumn books for your TBR. So I've been doing a wee bit of researching on Mix of Waterstones, Goodreads, etc. Anyway, if you can hear noises, I've got the window open because it's super hot, despite the fact I'm wearing my jumper. Look at the jumper. I'm going to actually shut the window. Oh, is that a bit better? Is that a bit better? Anyway, I pause because I have got my laptop here because I can't remember all the synopses for all of the books that I'm excited for that are coming out this autumn off the top of my head. Can you, Lucy? No, she's not even listening. So, first up, it's technically on the cusp of autumn. It's at the very end of August. It's Katabasis by RF Kuang. So, if you've read Babel, so I haven't read the Poppy War series, but I've read Babel and Yellowface, which I loved, both of which I loved. And it says, from the best-selling author of Babel and Yellowface spins a sublimely dark and unputdownable tale of two rival Cambridge academics who must join forces on a rescue mission in hell itself. To be honest, I think this is being very eagerly anticipated. I like RF Kuang's writing, despite the fact that I'm not a massive fantasy reader. I am very excited about it because I think Babel is obviously fantastical, but it's dark academia. Yellowface is contemporary fiction and completely different, both of which I really enjoyed. This, I think, might be I wonder how many pages it is. I'm scared to look. Anyway, this comes out on the 26th of August. I've got it in pre-order. 560 pages. Oh, it's a chonky chonk. But it says, grad student Alice Law has only ever had one goal: to become the brightest mind in the field of analytic magic. CK. Magic. But the only person who can make her dream come true is dead and, inconveniently, in hell. And Alice, along with her biggest rival Peter Murdoch, is going after him. Will they triumph or kill each other trying? Do we think we're going to get romancy vibes? Is this romantasy? Better not be. Not because I hate on romantasy, it's just not my genre, right? But I'm not really good with romantasy. Well, it says contemporary romance, myth, legends. I mean, I don't want heavy romance. Unconfirmed, but that's coming out very soon. And then there is one that I've got a book event with my friend in Edinburgh, and it's for Mona Awad. I've read a couple of her books, and this one is a sequel to one that I do own. Actually, I think it might be. It's not up here. Must be downstairs. Anyway, Bunny by Mona Awad. Do I know what it's about? No, other than it's slightly unhinged, because it's a Mona Awad. Because I've read a few of her books. I can't even remember which ones of hers I've read now. Go on. Actually, let me check, because you can... I've got Waterstones on down here. So I've read Rouge. Oh geez, that's the only one I've read, I think. Yeah, and then Bunny's her most famous one. I think Rouge came out after that, and then this one is the sequel to Bunny, and it's called We Love You, Bunny. So I kind of need to read Bunny before this comes out, which is the 23rd of September, so I have time. And in this one, so I'm going to, it says, more delirious dark academia from the author of best-selling viral hit Bunny as Sam. I don't want to read too much about this one because I haven't read the first one. Sam's former frenemies kidnap her while she's on a book tour to set the record straight about how they've been portrayed on page. Oh, I wonder if that's what... She's not even listening. I wonder if that's clearly what book 1 is about. Oh, it's quite a chunk. 512 pages. Woof! What is it with the big books? I mean, I do love getting stuck in a big book, but I can find them really intimidating. Then we have book 5, despite the fact I've only read book 1. Have I maybe read book 2? Unconfirmed, but book 5 of the Thursday Murder Club series, and this one's called The Impossible Fortune. Now, similarly as with We Love You Bunny and this one being number 5, I probably don't want to read too much into the synopsis because I haven't read it. It says, the geriatric gang are back. In the 5th page-turning instalment of Osman's best-selling phenomenon, as a wedding guest in desperate trouble sets in motion an investigation involving cryptic codes and ruthless villains. So I have thankfully managed to get all 4 of the books from the charity shop just when I've been keeping my eyes peeled. I've read book 1. I don't know if I've read book 2. The fact that I can't remember reading book 2, probably means I need to read book 2. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my hair. I washed it earlier and I've just let it. Anyway, so that comes out on, when is it? The 25th of September. See, but the thing is, right, all the other Thursday Murder Club books I've got are in paperback. So I'm going to have to wait till this is out in paperback before I acquire it. So in the meantime, I've got plenty of time to work my way through these ones, but possibly get it out from the library beforehand. And then maybe, like the others, keep an eye out for book 5 in the charity shops when they become available. Not in hardback, because I can't have all 4 in paperback and then one randomly in hardback. Can you relate to that? Because if not, clearly I have issues. The next I have in pre-order, and it's Rachel Harrison's new book called Play Nice. Now, this one comes out on the 9th of September. Oh my God, I'm going to have so much pre-orders coming out in August and September, I think. Maybe not. And, I mean, firstly, can we adore the cover. So, in my point of view, Rachel Harrison comes under horror and ghost stories as a genre, but I would say she is kind of cozy horror. Like Cackle is one of my favourite horror books, and then I would say it's more in the realm of practical magic, but without the romance per se, is how I would deem Cackle. So this one, I have no idea what this is about, other than Rachel Harrison is an author that I'll not buy. A woman must confront the demons of her past as she attempts to fix up her childhood home in this devilishly clever take on the haunted house novel. It's from Titan Books. Bloomin' love Titan Books. A haunted house story for the modern day. So this one, did I say, comes out, yes, on the 9th of September. It says, Cleo Louise Barnes leads a picture-perfect life as a stylist and influencer, but beneath the glossy veneer, she harbours a not-so-glamorous secret. She grew up in a haunted house. Sorry I keep looking down. It's just because normally I've kind of written down notes for these things and tried to remember them and talk to you properly tete-a-tete. But what has happened today is time has run away, and I've made a list of the ones, and I'm kind of reading the synopsis. A bit of it. I'm not reading you the full synopsis from the website, well, from Waterstones. So please bear with. But actually, I kind of like digging around and having a look. That's the fun bit. And then trying to remember all the synopsis. I mean, I can barely remember the synopsis of the book that I just finished. So that is Rachel Harrison, Play Nice. I actually don't think I've got any on here that are out in September. So that might need to be another video, like the end of the year, November, December. What's coming out? Who knows? I haven't looked that far. So this one sounds really good. I actually I hadn't heard of it before I was researching this earlier today. It's the October Film Haunt by Michael Wehunt. So it comes under horror, and it says, a riveting, layered horror novel that unleashes supernatural terror in a world where truth can be manipulated. and nothing is as it seems. Beautiful and horrifying with an unforgettable cast of characters. This will shock and delight readers. So I don't really want to read much more into that. I've never read this author before or heard of this book, but it says, 10 years ago, Jory Stroud was the rising star of the October film Haunt, a trio of horror enthusiasts who camped out at filming locations of their favourite scary movies. This sounds delightful, actually. So that one, did I say? I can never remember. This one comes out on the 20th of October, just in time for Halloween. I know, I feel the bear months are upon us. The bear months are coming. I'll try not to get too excited, but it's my favourite season. It's my favourite season. Then, of course, there's the new Dan Brown coming out. Is it The Secret of Secrets? Let's me check. This was correct. It is The Secret of Secrets. Number 6 in the Robert Langdon book series, Da Vinci Code man. Now, I think I've read the first 3. I don't think I got beyond that. But it's a big release, Loads of people will be talking about it. It's out on the 9th of September, so pretty early on. And obviously, it's the 6th book in the series. So since, similarly to the Thursday Murder Club, I can't read or tell you too much because I haven't gone beyond book 2 or 3. But it says, an enthralling page turner, guaranteed with a Dan Brown, from the author of best-selling Da Vinci Code. Secret of Secrets finds symbologist Robert Langdon plunged deep into the mysterious past of Prague. Trying to solve the disappearance of the woman he loves. I think that's a spoiler, isn't it? I'm not even sure I know who the woman he loves is, to be fair. I'll probably forget that by the time I get to book 6. But let me know in the comments if you are very excited, have pre-ordered, have reserved from your library, or you're looking to get a hold of this one because, maybe I need to get back into Da Vinci Code. I will not take any shade on Da Vinci Code. It was epic back in the day. The films are a bit ropey in some instances, but it's a blooming good page turner. I will not have shade put on it. I will. I mean, you can shade on anything you want. I don't mind. So that one comes out pretty soon, actually. It'll just be a couple of weeks. Then there is a cosy witchy book that I'm very excited about. It's Uncharmed by Lucy Wood. Now, I read Rewitched last year, was it? The paperback just came out recently because I did pre-order that. It's so delightful. I find it hard to find cosy books that don't have romance because romance isn't really my thing. Generally, I can do if it's a wee bit in there and it's very closed door. But I've just finished A Great Big Beautiful Life and it was too romancy. And people have not liked that book for it not being romancy enough. So, yeah. So in this one, it's the sequel to Rewitched. And I'll just read this bit blurb because I don't want to spoil anything. It says, set in the same enchanting world as Wood's hugely popular Rewitched, this internally endearing cosy fantasy revolves around a high-performing witch whose life begins to unravel when she's charged with mentoring a troubled student. So in book 1, oh my god, I've forgotten the main character's name. Annie. In book 1, Annie is about to turn 30. She is a witch, but she hasn't really used any of her skills. She's kind of like pretended she's not been a witch for most of her life. So the coven kind of come to her and go, listen, Annie, if you don't start using your skills pretty soon, you're just going to remove all your magical ability. So she has a bit of a challenge before she hits 30. And the delightful thing was, there's little to zero romance. I mean, I actually can't recall any. And it was just about her finding herself, about feeling a truer sense of herself. She was a delightful character, so I cannot wait to read Uncharmed. Now, because I've got book 1 in paperback, I'm not getting book 2 when it comes out immediately to own because it'll be in hardback, so I'll get it out the library first because I don't think I can wait until it's out in paperback to read it. Now, this one is a new horror, which wasn't on my radar at all until I started doing some research. It's Breathe In, Bleed Out by Brian McAuley. This comes out on the 2nd of September, and it says Midsummer meets Scream in this blood-soaked new adult horror thriller set in a remote healing retreat from the author of Curse of the Reaper. Oh, I thought I reckoned I've not read Curse of the Reaper, to be fair. Yeah, Hannah's been running from her demons ever since she emerged from a harrowing wilderness trip without her fiancé. No one knows exactly what happened the day Ben died. And Hannah would like to keep it that way, even if his ghost still haunts her with vivid, waking nightmares that are ruining her life. So it says, an accomplished thriller in the vein of slasher horror genre. Razor sharp and full of nostalgia for fans of classic horror movies. So, sold. This one comes out on the... Oh, I've already said that, haven't I? This one comes out on the 2nd of September. Is it by? Don't know, publisher? Source Books. So this one totally wasn't on my radar. Also love the cover. It's giving me like nostalgic sort of B-movie, horror movie vibes. The next is a thriller that I quite fancied the sound of. It's by an author I've not read before, Zoe Rankin, and it's called The Vanishing Place. Now this one comes out on the 23rd of October, and it says, a young girl wanders into the small town of Koraha. Her hands stained with blood, she won't speak, but her path is tracked through the New Zealand's unforgiving wilderness to a cabin and the scene of a double murder. So this comes out, I just said, why have I got the worst memory in the world ever? I've literally just told you, read a sentence of the synopsis and then thought I'd tell you when 23rd of October is when this one comes out. I've not read anything by this author. I actually don't know. Let's check. What else? No, this is a debut, according to Waterstones. So, also like the cover, it says, one girl found. No, should read the top to bottom, not bottom to top. One girl lost, one girl found. I actually have it at the top of my shelf. Oh, actually, you might be able to just see it. It's The Killer Question by Janice Hallett. It's Janice Hallett's new one, and this one is set around a pub quiz. How exciting is that? It says, get ready for the sudden death round. An intricately plotted whodunit comprised of found evidence as a village pub's quiz night holds the key to a shocking murder. Only by sifting through the quiz sheets, the WhatsApps, and Mal and Sue's hidden past may the truth be revealed. Oh, it's going to be more multimedia. I love it. Someone's not playing fair, so get the drinks in and see if you can get the perfect score. This one comes out on the 4th of September, so it's coming out very soon. I better read the arc very soon. Get on that so I can give you the review and you can decide if you want to get it on your TBR. But I'm going to guess yes. Then there was this other one that I saw online, and I'm not going to lie, the cover pulled me in. Just look at it. The Mad Wife, a novel by Meagan Church. I think this might be a debut. I'm not 100% sure. It's out on Halloween Eve, also known as the 30th of October. And it says, oh no, it's not a debut. From best-selling author Meagan Church comes a haunting exploration of identity, motherhood, and the suffocating grip of societal expectations that will leave you questioning the lives we build and the lies we live. They called it hysteria. She called it survival. Yeah, it says, in the vein of The Bell Jar and The Hours, The Mad Wife weaves domestic drama and psychological suspense so poignant and immersive, you won't want to put it down. Also, but the cover and just the premise, I feel like there might be female rage. So I definitely want to get that. Look at that cover. Look at it. It's delightful. Then there's another, like, do you say posthumous or hummus? You know when someone's... because I do like hummus, but I don't think it's the same. Posthumous. This is Harper Lee's new one, and let me check when it comes. Oh yeah, it's called The Land of Sweet Forever, and it comes out on the 21st of October, and I think it's like a collection of her short stories and other writings. from Harper Lee, which I'm really looking forward to, because I'm not going to lie, To Kill a Mockingbird is a favourite. It's a good old, I love it. I love her writing. I love her characterisation. I even really liked Go Set a Watchman as well. So I'm very interested in checking out this posthumous book. 21st of October. That is The Land of Sweet Forever by Harper Lee. I think the OH just walked past. Could hear a jingle jangle of ice cubes. I think he's got a glass of something. Then, Always Remember is a new one. Sorry, the full title is Always Remember the Boy, the Mole, the Fox, the Horse, and the Storm. So this is a follow-up to Charles Mackesy's The Boy, the Mole, Fox, the Horse book, which I actually only got this year and read recently after the death of my friend. God, it's so poignant. So this is a follow-up of the journey that talks about different sort of iterations of dark clouds and how we navigate it. I'm very excited about this. I only learned about it the other day from my friend, and so I think I need to get it. This one comes out on the 9th of October, so not that too long away. Then I've only got 2 more books to tell you about, and you can let me know in the comments if there's any that you're excited for that I should get in on my TBR, and any from this list that you're adding. So this one is the latest book from Joe Hill, who I'm actually going to go and see in Edinburgh on Halloween Eve, the 30th of October, in a church, as he talks about this new book. How exciting is that? And I've bought tickets. Me and a couple of my friends are going, so obviously we'll take you along with me. But do I have any idea what this book is about? No, so we're both going to learn together. It says, so therefore not for everyone in the first 3 words, an epic horror opus. What's an opus? O-P-U-S. An epic horror opus from the best-selling author of Horrors and Nosferatu that ranges from the 80s Midwest America to the 2020s England. King Sorrow sees 6 college friends summon the eponymous, big word, I don't know how to say, eponymous dragon demon to wreak bloody vengeance on those who have wronged them. Well, I think I would quite like one of them in my life. You know, it just sort out the bad people. So, guaranteed it's a chonk of a book, right? Because all of Joe Hill's, I think he takes it from his dad, aka Stephen King. All his books are chonkies, so let me see. 896 pages. Jeez. Wow. Okay. That comes out, actually, when does it come out? Oh, it comes out on the 21st of October, so actually I'm getting it after it comes out, which is fine because I won't have read it by then anyway, because I get to see Joe Hill. Oh. And then last but not least is one that I got excited about just barely on the cover when I was scrolling Waterstones. So I've actually not heard, have I heard of this author before? I don't think so. Oh no, she wrote The Atlas 6, which I haven't read, so I don't know anything about it. It is Girl Dinner by Olivie Blake. And this comes out on the 23rd of October. And it's under modern contemporary fiction. And it says, a deliciously dark standalone novel that revolves around an exclusive campus sorority, arcane rituals, and a sinister new wellness trend. And it says, as Nina and Sloane each get drawn deeper into the arcane rituals of the sisterhood, they learn that living well comes with bloody costs. And when they are finally invited to the table, they will have to decide how much they can stomach in the name of solidarity and power. Oh, that sounds awesome. Comes out on the 23rd of October, and I kind of like the cover. It's just a nice colour, those 2 colours. The kind of mint... Jadey, no, it's not jade. That kind of greeny colour and pink. So, friends, I have no idea how many books I've just told you about. There are ones that I was... Mostly they're all out in September, October, so I will do another one that covers November and December. If you're interested, let me know in the comments. Let me know if any of these books are already on your radar and you plan on getting them from the library, ordering them, whatever, and reading them ASAP. And if there's any on here that you would like me to get a hold of, like from the library or whatever, and read and review, so that you can decide if you want to get them yourself, let me know too. And I'd just like to say thank you as always for liking, for commenting. If you don't already, please do subscribe. And I look forward to speaking to you all in the comments and carrying on this conversation about new book releases. Who doesn't get excited about that? And I will see you in another bookish video very, very soon. Cheerio!